This is crazy as details have just leaked about the Lakers' future here for one of their key contributors. In today's video, we're going to talk about what this report is, who the player that is involved, as well as the implications it has on the Los Angeles Lakers' future. And welcome to Lakers Digest. My name is Hunter Pitcoff, and we cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. It might be the offseason, but there is no days off here on this channel. We are giving you guys around-the-clock coverage surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. If you want to be a part of this summer and one of the busiest summers in a while for the Lakers, hit the subscribe button because 73% of you guys watching our content are not subscribed. You're already watching the videos. If this is you, you want to keep up to date with everything with the Lakers, I promise you're going to get it here on this channel, so hit that subscribe button. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because these new details that have leaked from inside the Lakers are now for us in the public to enjoy. So, no long-term commitment for the Los Angeles Lakers in regards to one of their top players. This is the report that came out from Jovan Buha, who covers the Lakers, did formerly cover them for The Athletic, but now I guess he's just doing it on his own terms here. So he's saying, quote, "With the current intel I have, I do not expect Rui Hachimura to be extended by the Lakers in the next 6 weeks. It's certainly possible that something happens, but I would say most of what's been out there in them is them wanting to keep the books clean and wanting to see whether he starts, or whether he's their sixth man and how the pieces fit this year." So there is a lot to uncover from Jovan Buha's report there and his insight in regards to Rui Hachimura and potentially how the Lakers view him and how the Lakers are going to operate this season. So again, let's look at this report, break it down a little bit here. Jovan Buha saying the first part here, he's not expecting a Rui Hachimura extension to happen, right? Rui Hachimura right now is in the last year of his contract, and then if the Lakers decide not to keep him, well, he's going to be a free agent. So he's saying the first part here is that they want to keep their books clean. So if we look right now, let's show you guys a little different angle here. I know there's a lot of names. It's not the biggest graphic here, but, Lakers have a lot of guys under the books right now. After this upcoming season, so in the 2026 free agency season, right? So let's flash back almost a year from now. Look how many guys are not going to be on the books for the Lakers. It includes Rui Hachimura, but it's also LeBron. Austin Reaves, by all indications, he's probably going to opt out of that final year of his contract and become a free agent, so he's off the books. DeAndre Ayton, if he opts out of his deal, he's going to be off the books. Maxi Kleber is off the books. Gabe Vincent is off the books. I mean, Jackson Hayes signed a one-year deal. He's going to be off the books. So, they're going to have a lot of cap flexibility here. Only guys that are going to be guaranteed under contract, assuming they're all still on the Lakers, is Luka Doncic, who signed his extension earlier this month, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Knecht, Bronny James, and Adu Thiero. Those are the only guys that right now are going to be under contract for the Lakers. And the only one's really costing you a lot there, of course, is Luka, but also Jared Vanderbilt. So they're going to have a lot of cap space here, which means the Lakers, good news for the Lakers, is that they're going to have a lot of flexibility, and that's why they're not deciding to right now extend Rui Hachimura, because this is a new team. There are new pieces here, and we don't ultimately know what the role of Rui Hachimura is going to be. So that's going to bring us to our next point here. What does the future hold for Rui? Because despite maybe some question marks about his game, despite wondering how all these new pieces are going to fit in together, now you bring in Luka Doncic. Now you're building around him. You're not building around LeBron Anthony Davis anymore. How does Rui Hachimura's future look here? So let's look at what he did do last season, because to me, this was the best season of his career, and of course, therefore, the best season for the Los Angeles Lakers that he has had. So he's going to be 28 years old at some point this season. Averaged 13 points per game, 5 rebounds, shot 50% from the field, and over 40% from three. This is the second year in a row that Rui Hachimura has done this, by the way. So this is somebody who has really found his stride with the purple and gold. When he was at the Washington Wizards, he was dealing with some off-the-court issues as well, but could never really find his footing with the Wizards. They're also, let's just be honest, they're not a very good organization. This is not an organization that's known for developing young talent. So the Lakers took a swing on him. They traded away Kendrick Nunn I believe 2 second-round picks to get Rui Hachimura. Safe to say, Lakers easily won that trade. They ended up getting rid of a bad contract in Kendrick Nunn, who never lived up to the hype that he was signed for with the Lakers. They get Rui Hachimura, who has become an absolute sniper for them. This was somebody who was not a good three-point shooter in college at Gonzaga, wasn't a good three-point shooter with the Wizards, but put in the work and became an awesome catch-and-shoot three-point shooter with the Lakers, right? Has shot now 40% from three over the last 2 seasons, and he's played in the most amount of games in those seasons that he had at any point of his career. So this is a large sample size of Rui Hachimura being able to shoot the basketball efficiently. Now, the rebounding numbers, I believe, did go up compared to last season as well. It's kind of been a big criticism of his game. He's not a great rebounder. He's gotten better, but still isn't a great rebounder. And defensively, this is where the issues lie. Because if you look at a lineup with LeBron and Luka in it, offensively, I think he fits perfectly. He's someone who's a great catch-and-shoot player who can't, leave a weak side defender off him. He will make you pay, especially from those corners. On top of that as well, Rui Hachimura can cut to the basket. He's got a good mid-range pull-up game, a good post-up game. He's aggressive. He attacks the basket with ferocity. This is somebody who fits perfectly like a glove next to Luka or LeBron James. The problem is, though, is more so with LeBron. They play the same position defensively. They are that low man on baseline. That is the type of defense that you get from Rui Hachimura. He's not good at chasing guys on the perimeter. And at this point of his career, LeBron James really can't do that consistently either. So that's where the issues lie defensively. And that's why Jovan Buha brings up a very interesting point. I'm actually going to show you guys the wrong graphic here. But in that last part, that the Lakers want to see if he's their sixth man or if he's going to be a starter and how the pieces fit this year. Because the Lakers, it was a big point of contention last year. Should the Lakers have started Dorian Finney-Smith over Rui Hachimura? J.J. Redick never made that transition over to Dorian Finney-Smith, who, skill-wise, I don't think is as good of a player as Rui, but he's definitely was a better fit as that typical 3-and-D guy. The Lakers have not traded for your standard 3-and-D guy, but look, they have Jake LaRavia now, and they have Marcus Smart now as well. So those are two guys. Again, LaRavia is more that typical 3-and-D guy. He's also only 23, 24 years old, so a lot younger than Dorian Finney-Smith, and perhaps is more part of the long-term future with the Lakers. Also say, too, he's also on the books for 2026. So that's another player the Lakers will have locked up past this next offseason, 2026. But as well, Marcus Smart, a former Defensive Player of the Year, is that lockdown defender, not the shooter of Rui Hachimura, but defensively and the intangibles. We know Marcus Smart could bring that as well. So he will have some more competition for that starting role this season. He's probably the one who's most fluid as he come off the bench. The Lakers bench has not been good with producing points. Rui can definitely do that. Or does he end up proving his worth and staying in the starting lineup? I think he will probably get the first crack at it to be in that starting five. But look, it's a long season and a lot can definitely change. And so that is ultimately the report. Then the details that have leaked from inside the Lakers is that the Lakers are not, as of right now, reportedly looking to extend Rui Hachimura for a long-term contract, and they're very curious to kind of just see how things play out. We're going to keep a monitor on Rui's status, as well as everybody here on the Lakers. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button, because again, 73% of you guys watching the content, if you've watched all the way through this video and you have not hit that subscribe button, what are you doing? You're getting free around-the-clock coverage surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. So hit that subscribe button to keep up with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.